Right, here we are again. I've got the saddle off because I'm just going to show the way the QuickShifter. Try and do a little video on about the QuickShifter Easy. Now, mine's called the QuickShifter Easy, and the model is the iQSE 1. Now, I've had it a couple of years, so whether they still make that exact model or not, I don't know. But just to show how it works or how it's set up, is that there are it's a connection which you fasten to the injectors, or between the wiring, as a plug goes between the injectors. So you unplug the injectors, plug a module in, which runs back to this, and then that goes on back onto the injector. So it interferes with the signal to the injectors. That's the way to look at it, and it cuts the injectors. Now, there is a little sensor on here, so it doesn't matter which way you touch the gear lever, but after 3,000 revs, which is it becomes operational. So what happens after 3,000 revs on your bike, you can either touch it up or down. You don't have to actually change gear, but it's worth obviously trying to change gear, and it will cut the injectors. So that's basically what the system does. It comes with an app, and if I can show you what the app does, at the moment it's showing that it requires Bluetooth, and that's because the bike's not on at the moment, so the module itself isn't active. So I'll switch the bike on, and there we go, the bike's switched on. Now it's still not active because it does actually need the engine to be running, so this is where it might be a little bit more difficult to hear, but I'm just going to run the engine. Various settings you can do within the QuickShifter Easy app, and there's even a QuickShifter wizard, so you can set the sensor up and everything else. There's a few tests when you first set it up, but it was a year or so ago, and I'm not going to go through the whole lot now, but that's the app. So I think now what we can do is just go and show you how it works. Here we are, we've come to Staffordshire, and it's a nice, hopefully a reasonably quiet road, just to try this QuickShifter out. So let's go. Right, now as I said, it doesn't work unless it's above 3,000 revs. So yeah, I don't have I've taken the hand off the throttle on purpose, but they are second and third, and if you look at the throttle hand, it doesn't move, that's fourth. Fifth. And sixth. Now, as long as you keep it above 3,000 revs, it doesn't know how many gears you've got. So for example, below 3,000 revs here, you can't see, but I'm touching the gear lever and nothing's actually happening. Right, so drop it down a couple of gears, and obviously going down you've got to use your clutch. It's only an up quick shifter. So now going up again, so above 3,000 revs, so just get around this corner, just above 3,000 revs, and it changes. There you go, then change it again. Now you might not be able to tell on the video, but if I go above 3,000 and touch the gear lever again, yeah, every time you touch it, it then cuts the injectors. So yeah, I'm doing it now, and you do, all you have to do is just touch the gear lever. Now it can sometimes be a little bit of a pain, but I don't, in general your foot doesn't touch it. Although a friend of mine, John, he had a go on it and he didn't like it at all because his foot kept touching it and it just cuts the revs. I mean, look, you can use the clutch if you want to. There's nothing stopping you using the clutch. There's nothing attached to the clutch switch. It doesn't know that you're using the clutch. It's not working through the clutch switch or anything. All it does is cut the injectors, and using the app you can set various parameters with it. Things like the 3,000 revs, you can drop that down to 2,800 revs for it to activate the system. At the moment it's on default settings, and the reason why it's on default settings is another thing. It does tend to lose it. I don't know whether it's because I really haven't worked out. I've had it nearly 2 years now, and I'm not sure whether it's because I've changed the battery or had it on trickle charge, or the battery's gone flat or gone lower than it should have done when the bike's been in storage. But it does lose the settings, and when I first got it I used to go quite regularly and check the settings. When I actually checked, they seemed to be alright. When I didn't, they all seemed to go back to the default. So I left it at the default and just worked around that, and it seems to work fine. So the default settings. A couple of little quirks. You can feel it. It doesn't honestly like it first and second gear, or you know, from first to second, probably because it goes through the neutral. It doesn't really, you just sometimes feel it clunk into the gears, but the rest of the gears from third up to six is as smooth as you like. It just clicks straight in as if it's meant to be there, meant to be like that. So overall, for what it is, I think it's very good. Right, so here's the test. Now this is, I'm in first at the moment, so I'm going to go through the gears. Well, it's 6th gear. No problem whatsoever. So I'll do that again. So there we go. Right, so going straight through the gears. Six. Alright, up to a closed pub. Yeah, so that's it. The QuickShifter Easy. I like it. Would I buy it again? I don't know. It's a novelty. It works very well. There's no doubt about it. But you just do tend to just go for your clutch a lot of the time. Anyway, it's only when you're thinking about it. So yeah, it works well. It does. It's nothing bad about it at all, really.